Joining us from Doha is Luciano Zaccara, an associate professor at Qatar University Centre for Gulf Studies. So, Luciano, let me first of all start with what we were talking about to our correspondent, Mohammed Al-Qasim, those 200 and so trapped Hamas fighters. Do you think they're going to be provided safe passage, and what does that do to Hamas?
Well, this is very, very difficult. I don't think, honestly, they will do it. I mean, it depends on how much leverage Kushner and Witkoff have on this meeting with Netanyahu. We have to bear in mind that Netanyahu is now thinking in the next election. He was already chosen as the new leader of the leader of the Likud again. And he might be thinking that maybe making early elections in order to capitalize the victory so far, but any concessions that is given to Hamas, like these ones, allowing 200 fighters to leave, detention or to leave the controlled Israeli area, could be considered as a victory for Hamas by some members of his own cabinet. So this is something that he needs to balance, whether he's going to be reprimanded again by Trump to push him to do something he maybe doesn't want to do, or that he needs to do in order to continue this ceasefire, or he's going to surrender to the pressure from his allies that they are asking no surrender or only death to the members of Hamas, because this is the final objective, to eliminate Hamas politically and physically, and which is the best way to do it, by not allowing these 200 fighters to return to a safe place.
Well, you're right there. I mean, there is so much pressure from all sides involved. You know, none of them want to give up road to either one. How much progress do you think these US envoys can make in this meeting then?
Well, I'm not that optimistic, but again, it depends on how much leverage they can use in order to push Netanyahu to accept that. There are many other issues that was mentioned by the reports that there are still red lines that will be difficult to cross. How this international stability force will be established, and how the disarming of Hamas will be done, considering that Hamas is rejecting that is not allowing to do that, or they will not allow any external force to do so. So I think these 200 fighters are the test for this, to see if the next step is still possible, if the next phase is still possible. How it's going to this to be resolved will give us some ideas of how we are going to witness the next phase, if there's going to be a next phase, or this finally will be the final spoiler. So I think that, as it was mentioned, today's meeting is very important, because after that we will see the final decision of Netanyahu on what he's going to do. Is he going to allow safe passage, and how? Are they going to be blindfolded, disarmed, or they will be allowed some kind of dignity in leaving the Israeli controlled areas, to allow them without arms, maybe, but not as humiliated as they were in another cases. So I think we have to pay attention to the end of this meeting today, and we will see if it's going to be possible a next phase or not.
Indeed. Luciano Zaccara, associate professor at Qatar University Centre for Gulf Studies. Good to get your thoughts.